Hello, Cancer. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. For others of you, this could be a current relationship, a situationship, or even someone that you've met. And you know there's a whole lot of energy there, but no one's really speaking up. A lot of chemistry. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Wow. So this is flipped and it went back down again. It says it's opening. This person does want to open up to you, but then they also just kind of shut down. They do want to talk, but then sometimes they don't. Every time they want to, it's chaotic. There's no sense of order. They're nervous. You make them nervous. All right, Cancer, we have here two cards that are on the challenging side. They're not so dark and dreary, but they're not so positive either. Now, this is your person of interest. This is what they're feeling and thinking. Here we have hearth and home, followed by play, crossroads, doubt, sensuality. After that, we have laughter, opening, order, and synthesis under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Cancer, in you, I feel comfortable. Sometimes I even feel privileged. I can put my head on your lap and all my worries melt away. For me, you are my hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. You are that one person that can support me emotionally, my heart. You guide me home and you keep me warm. You are that light. In you, I have found a best friend, someone who I can have fun with and play. I see in you a sense of mischief, but I like this mischief. You make me feel alive again, vibrant again, young again. And I like that. I want to be in this connection. But I am at a crossroads. I don't know which way to turn. Do I go forward? Do I stay back? The problem is, so far, I just don't know. And the reason why I don't move forward, it's because of the doubts that I have. I have doubts about this relationship. I have doubts about who I am. What do I do? Why do I do the things that I do? The main reason why I have doubts is because there is a lack of faith and a lack of trust in this connection. Once, it used to actually mean something. But now, after the things that I have said and done, all that has happened, I actually find it difficult to move on and to talk to you about certain things that are in my heart, certain things that are in my mind. In you, I have found someone that excites me sensually. You are very alluring, tantalizing, beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, sexy. When I see you, I see talent. I see potential. I see someone who is so unique. And you need to be celebrated. For me, this is how I feel. And yes, I do think you are like a best friend because for me, you are my confidant. You know what makes my heart happy. You know what makes me tick. You know that you are that ray of sunshine on the cloudiest of days. And when the skies part, that ray of sunshine shines on my face. And I know that everything above those clouds, it always is peaceful. And my heart and my soul, it feels peaceful with you. Even if I have never given you a reason to truly love me, to be with me, to stay with me. I have not been so truthful, and this is the reason why I'm at a crossroads, because those things need to be settled first. I need to talk about certain things first before even moving on. Right now, I want to open up to you and talk to you about certain things that I've hidden deep down inside. There are reasons why I've done the things that I've done. These reasons may not be valid, they may not be good, but they are reasons. There are certain things I've hidden inside of my heart, inside of my mind, things that I have never shared with you ever before. And I know that it's important to share. It's important for me to open up to you. I do want to. I also feel very, very confused. There are certain things in this connection that I just don't get. I don't understand it. And it's not you. In my mind, there's this lack of clarity, a lack of transparency. I need more understanding. I need to understand the situation. I need to understand why I do the things that I do. And I also need to understand why I haven't been so open with you. Overall, there is this desire to restore peace and harmony that once was. A long time ago, there was peace and harmony, but then something happened and everything changed. Things became different, I became more distant, and I hid things in the depths and the shadows of this forest, hiding them away in the darkness, never wanting you to see what the full truth is. What is in my heart, what is on my mind. I don't want to show you, I don't want to share it with you. But the truth is, it's important that I do open up. Because if I don't, it's going to eat me on the inside, and I won't be the same person anymore. I need to be open and honest and truthful. Going forward, I want there to be more transparency and clarity in this connection. I want to know what it is that I want and what you want. But it can't happen if there are secrets. A lot of secrets. Doing things behind your back, never really opening up to you. And I know you wanted me to, but I would stay emotionally detached. I would treat this connection as if it's just me and me alone. I did not act as if we were like a team. It was an individual thing. It was always me, my choice, my choice. Cancer. You're dealing with somebody here who wants to be more than just friends. You could have been together. You could have been together. But it didn't happen. Something here happened, and you have 2 cards. For me, those 2 cards actually to talk about opening up and talking and telling the truth. There's the synthesis card. There's the opening card. So I do see your person of interest did not connect with you the way that you would. You may have been more open and honest. I'm literally seeing over and over again in my mind's eye, emotionally detached. And that would have been very frustrating for some of you because you're investing the time, energy, effort, the love, right? But this person isn't. Then is it even useful, right? I know love is selfless. We try to love and we try to see the good in people, and we try to see if the love will change someone, hoping that it may change. And then we sometimes love someone and we don't even care if they change. I just want to love you because I love you. You can be whatever you are, do whatever you do. But Cancer, that's the problem. When we're in a relationship like that, it's very much one-sided because over time, through the readings that I've done and the amount of relationships that I've helped other people with, I've noticed that if you don't have those healthy boundaries, if you are not, and I'm saying the word assertive, if you're not assertive, and if you don't keep those healthy boundaries, that sense of value is not there and somebody's going to take you for granted. I'm seeing these words. Okay? So you are worth something. You are valuable. So understand that you do have to keep your distance sometimes. Be that rare diamond. Don't be so available whenever this person needs you. No, you keep your distance. Sometimes you have to do that in order for people to actually value you. And I know because you love this person, you want to be there for this person. I totally get it. But what I've seen over the years now is that when we do that, these days especially, sometimes people, they don't value it. And when they don't do that, the only way you can have them value you is by you taking a step back, letting go, and letting them see what life is all about. Let them meet someone else, and they'll see dark versus the light, right? Day and night, right? Salt and pepper, right? Sweet and sour, hot and cold. Let's see the opposite. Let's see the opposite. And then they realize, oh crap, I really made a mistake. I got to go back to my Cancer. Cancer was the one. But they can only do that if they actually have the chance to experience that. They have to experience a few things before. Now, we have here the 7 of Coins. 2 cards came out. I want to pull up both. And the 3 of Staffs. All right. For those of you who are new, this deck is the Lover's Path Tarot. And what I like to do with this is I have a look a little bit into the past, the history between the both of you. And of course, this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate for everybody. But the majority of it might. Some parts won't. So we have here the 7 of Coins, we have the 3 of Staffs, and we have Strength under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. So this deck I like to read in the reverse. A little bit back in time what happened in the first place that caused the problem. Not only that, but I also have a look at certain things that were going on in this person's heart and mind that they just weren't telling you. So this is also in the reverse. And the reverse will let us know any type of obstacles, any hindrances, any issues that this person was going through. And why they were acting like this, the way that they did back then. You may wonder why. Here we have the 7 of Coins. The 7 of Coins, it talks about a lack of patience, having a lot of expectation, and not really nurturing the connection. There was a sense of impatience and insecurities about whether the reward received for the work rendered will be worth it. So they felt personal relationships or any venture that time and work is invested in tending your garden. This person felt that this connection was the garden, and whatever big or small contribution they made, the time that was invested into this connection, they felt that they did not receive as much from it at the time. So insecurity about whether the reward received for the work rendered will be worth it. They were very impatient at some point in time. Now, that's almost a very transactional and commercial, I'm seeing the word commercial, kind of approach. I don't know why I'm seeing the word guess. I'm seeing guess. I don't know, maybe it's the company, maybe somebody's saying here guess, maybe they kept you guessing. Let me know how that resonates. I am seeing the word guess. Here we have the Three of Staffs. Three of Staffs. Interesting. We have here ambitious plans that were made, but they may not be grounded in reality. Interesting. Frustrating delays. Here, there is an inability to transform goals into realistic action. Okay, so there's a lack of realistic action. There are frustrations with delays because this person may have made some plans, but the plans were not logical. They were not planned properly. It was not realistic. It was not practical. So this causes a problem when an individual wants to be in a connection. How are they supposed to be resonating with the other person? How are you supposed to work as a team when you have these sort of issues and these sort of hindrances where there is so much issue with like being impatient, not really knowing what to do next? This person seemed that they may have seemed to you that they're really good at planning or that they know what they're doing, but when reality hit, they didn't know much. And it could have been that they were trying to pretend and just show off and just show you, yeah, I'm cool. I know everything. I've been in plenty of relationships before. And the truth is, some people may be, some people may not be. Some relationships, it doesn't matter how many you've been in, people just do not mature. They do not learn their lesson, and they keep repeating the lesson or the mistake. They keep repeating the mistake over and over and over again. And that's the biggest problem when we have relationships. You need to learn from it. It is a lesson. It's a life lesson. There's too many things that happen in relationships, and if we do not learn from them, it becomes a scar on our soul, and it can become soul trauma even. It can enter into your next life, whatever you are in the next life. It can be with you. Here, let's just go back, and on a subconscious level, you are affected by these instincts, these emotions, and these feelings. All right, now I can move on. We have here strength. Interesting. Now remember, this is the reverse, so it's not so great. This is a lack of strength. This person felt that they had a lack of strength. They lacked courage. They were not a leader. They didn't feel that they had the leadership capabilities. They were not confident at all. Here, what they wanted to do was transform their weakness into a strength. They lacked integrity. They didn't feel that they had the strength to do great deeds. And there was no confidence in leadership. They were feeling insecure and fearful. And because of this, their energy was scattered. Here, in order to ignore what they were doing wrong, what they would do is create discord to weaken others. So if the argument that you were having with this person is topic A, B, and C, they would end up starting the topic with a fight or argument or some type of a heated discussion of X, Y, Z. And you know that A, B, C is that issue, but they're dealing with X, Y, Z, even though you know it's not that important. But they're trying to just delay the inevitable. They don't really want to talk about it. They didn't have the courage. They were very fearful, very insecure about certain things. And that's the thing. When somebody's very insecure, they will not talk about something or do something that will make them feel as if it's out of their control. This person wanted to be in control. And so the narrative, it was them creating it, them writing it, them speaking it, them living it. And the problem here is, where do you stand? What is your input in this? What I'm seeing here is somebody who is very impatient and they were trying to make themselves look very good, even though they were very insecure. And this also comes with that scattered energy. The energy may have been there, but it might not have been focused on you. It might have been focused on other things. So yeah, you're dealing with somebody that had a lot of other issues, and they may not have shared these issues with you. This is a personality issue. They need to just learn a few things and maybe apply a few things in their life. All right, we have here the Beginner's Tarot. All right, so we have here the Knight of Swords, the Three of Wands. Interesting, again. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. All right. So we have here the Knight of Swords. What I'm seeing here with the Knight of Swords, your person of interest here, they are very rash. They're very impulsive. This person wants to rush into your life and sweep you off your feet. The problem is it might be such a fast encounter that it won't even be meaningful, like the real meaning of any sort of encounter. This is not like a rendezvous, but I don't see it that way right now. But I do see the expression of someone here saying, you'll never guess who I saw right now, or you'll never guess who I meet. It's going to be there's going to be some type of an action that's going to be taken, and it's going to be very quick. So it could be maybe you run into this person like in the grocery store or something, or online or something like that. But I do see that you're not expecting it, but this person is. We have here also the Three of Wands. Interesting. And you also have the Three of Cups. For some of you, this could be a third-party situation. But here, with the Three of Wands, it does show me that this person has taken a step back, and they know that they've made their decision, and they're waiting for the right moment to make their move. Now, for them, yes, things have changed. Their thought process, their idea has now changed. The personality is not the same as it once was. It has shifted, Cancer, but not that much, I can tell you. It hasn't changed that much. Here we have the Three of Wands, where it talks to me about they'll know it when they see it. Certain things are supposed to happen, certain things are supposed to change, but it's just not happening. And when they do, they will be able to make that change. We also have here the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands to me talks a lot about distrust, but also a lot of struggle with many things that this person has taken on. I'm getting that there's a lack of energy and there's hesitation. So it does appear to me that this person is overwhelmed, actually. And I mean, this is just a 7. We haven't even gotten to the 9 or the 10 of Wands. This person's still struggling at the 7. So it does talk a lot about how this person needs to take a step back. And the word I'm getting is practical. I'm also getting the word random. There may be random things that this person is doing, and you're wondering, like, why are they taking on all these projects or all these tasks and responsibilities? But what needs to be done, Crosswatcher, is, and yourself, Cancer, if you're with this person needs to be more organized. Not only that, but understand what is the priority, and if this is not a priority, then yes, put it on the back burner. Get to it later. But for now, I'm seeing the word hesitation. There's a lot of hesitation because of the desire to get certain things done, and then I will get to my person of interest. But that person of interests do come and go, and there are certain opportunities and certain time periods when you should make a move. So let's not waste time. If you are doing some type of work, if you're very overwhelmed, you can always just plant a seed in someone's mind. At least that person will think about you. They will think about you, and they will remember that, yes, this person, they did say some sweet things. All you have to do, Cancer, is plant a seed. This person seems to be very overwhelmed, and they do want to be in your life. Here I see the Queen of Wands. Very nice. Your person of interest here feels that you are utterly irresistible. You're very sexy, you're very sensual. You have this way of understanding someone and what they're thinking of, what they're going through, and you have the sense of compassion and a spiritual connection. They really admire this. We also have here the Three of Cups. All right. Like I said, for some of you, it could be a third-party situation. For others of you, this is simply a person, and it could still be third-party, but this is someone who wants to come into your life and just have some reconciliation. They feel like enough is enough, too much has happened, I'm overwhelmed, I need some time to talk to my Cancer. This is just nuts. Too much going on in my life. And yes, I am hesitating, but I would really like to reconcile with my Cancer. And you know what? I don't want to be on my own. Maybe it'll just make things better if I'm with a friend or a few friends and all of us go out together. That way it won't be so awkward. Your person of interest here, remember, Cancer, they're coming in this connection as a knight, right? This is not a queen. This is not a king. What I'm seeing here is they think of you as the Queen of Wands. They're seeing you in this beautiful, sexy, sensual light. Three of Cups, it does talk about celebrating. It does talk about, for me, reconciliation. But the main thing here is two people coming together. Whether it is just the two people or the two people plus a group of people wanting to just hang out. Either way, it is a positive card. There's no doubt about that. Cancer, the only thing I'm a little concerned about is the Seven of Wands and definitely the action that they're taking, the Knight of Swords. So just be, if this person rushes, let's not get swept off our feet. I know you probably want to be. Sweep me off my feet now. But if you want something traditional, the traditional sort of love, right? You have to do things a traditional kind of way. So if this person comes into your life, I'm not saying play too hard to get, but play a little bit hard to get so that they value you, so that they miss you. You don't want to give yourself too fast, too suddenly. All right, guys. Let's have a look. I have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. All right, we have here perfect timing, followed by remain positive. After that, we have opportunity. That's beautiful. That's one of the best cards to have. Aha, be assertive. There you go. Then we have no. Ah, no, it's not the right time. That's what that was. Why? Because there's something better. All right. Cancer. Interesting. This is a really nice spread. We have here, so I'm just going to start with the overall arching theme because it's very noticeable. We have here recovery. So for me, when it's under the bottom of the deck, it's the overall arching theme. Everything is related to this person, you, actually not this person, you recovering from the nonsense that this person put you through. Either they deliberately, they did it to hurt you, hopefully not, or they did it without realizing how much it was truly hurting you on the inside. Game playing and name calling, I'm hearing. Somebody here used to play games like a player type energy. And name calling, that's rude. I mean, it happens, but when someone loves you and they say it, then they still love you, right? But then there's some people that'll say it and they actually mean it. And that hurts, right? That really will get somebody upset. There's some sort of trauma associated for some of you, not all of you. And this is a misalignment between your mind, body, your spirit, and your soul. All four of them make up who you are. If one of them is out of alignment, you're not going to feel so great. You're going to feel a little different, a little off. So later on, we'll talk about it, but I do have a package that can help you realign that, not to also create more peace and harmony in your life by getting rid of negative energies. First card, the strongest, we have here perfect timing. These messages, by the way, are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel, and Uriel. Perfect timing. So certain things are going to happen in divine timing. Not when you think it's going to happen, but it will happen when it is supposed to happen. Here, we also have remain positive. So some of you may have been so upset that everything feels negative, that no matter what you do, how many times you've said something or done something, the result has always been quite negative. And I do see that here. And that's the reason why you're getting this card to tell you it's important for you to remain positive. Now, when that's said, guys, remain positive means you have to feel on the inside, but you have to believe it too. And you also have to be around positive people, positive environments, positive music. The pictures around you in your home, in your room, they have to be positive. Everything around you has energy, and everything that you have that may be positive will attract positive energy. If it's negative, it will attract negative entities. And when that happens, then we're screwed. Okay? Been there, done that, and that's why I have packages for that. But just to let you know, try to be as positive as you can. And if you feel you have like a friend or a family member or someone that is jealous, and you know that they're even a little bit jealous, you know what? Just stay away from that, because there are people out there that will suck your energy. And you don't want that. You don't want to feel drained. You don't want to have the evil eye. So let's just keep that at a distance. Those type of people, let's just keep them far away. Why is it important for you to actually believe in this? Because you have a beautiful card, one of the best in this deck, an opportunity. An opportunity is coming. And when it comes, Cancer, you be assertive. Let this sword, Knight of Swords, okay? Let this Knight of Swords individual know you mean business. Here we have, be assertive. Let them know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. You're not comfortable with their speed. Tell them to, whoa, horsey, slow down, right? This person's a little too fast, a little too aggressive. And it's literally like giving a plant like steroids, like to grow fast. No, you don't want that, right? You want it to be organic, slow, gentle, and that's when the roots become so strong, because it's real, it's holistic, it's organic. So you don't want anything to be rushed in this connection. So be assertive, be confident, and if this person wants you, they will be with you. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, guys. If it's not, it's simply because you deserved better. Here we have, no, it's not the right time. Why? Because there's something better. Yeah, I know that's hard to believe, but I know in your life, there have been times when certain things have happened, and then you realize when you think about it, you know what? This was for the best. When it comes to relationships, we don't think like that because we're really in love. But keep that in mind. No, it's not the right time. Why? Because there's something better. Now, this reading splits into two groups. Some of you are going to find an opportunity with this person. You're going to be assertive. Things are going to go great. No, right now is not the right time. But still, there's going to be something better than the situation that you're in right now with this person. For others of you, Cancer, there's going to be an opportunity for someone who's new. There's someone better. When that person comes into your life, be assertive. Is it going to happen anytime soon? No. No, right now is not the right time. In the meantime, what do? You focus on your mind, body, spirit, and your soul, so that some of you who may feel that there's some type of imbalance, things will get better for you. But you need to focus on yourself first. And this is the reason why also it's the overall arching theme. Health is wealth. Health is happiness. If you don't have your health, we don't have anything. And it is so important that you do take care of yourself, because what is the use? There's no use. You are supposed to be that blooming flower, right? Even the men, right? You are that flower. You're supposed to be radiant, alive. But there's no use if you're just withering away. There's no use. Because the other person doesn't want to be in that type of a situation, because your energy will then also affect them. But here, in this case, I'm seeing that so much happened from that person that it actually ended up affecting you because you love them so much. So not everybody's going to resonate with that. Not everybody is recovering, and hopefully many of you are healthy. But for some of you that feel that it really did drain you and the trauma was very real, the energy I'm seeing, some of you have energy trauma. It is difficult and it's hard, but it's not difficult to get rid of it, because I do have very easy packages to follow, actually. There's a lot of writing in it, guys. I know some of you that have bought it, but it is important to get it. I have something on my website, packages. So first of all, Cancer, that's the end of your reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if any of that resonated with you. In the comments below, I do read the comments, and I do try to write back as much as I can. With the grace of God, there's so many of you. It's wonderful. But please do write in the comments. I do appreciate it, and I do try to read. When I do, I usually am very much motivated. I do create content on my other channel, which is Asnointia Audio. That is on YouTube. The videos there are absolutely free for you to watch, for you to learn. And the most recent one I uploaded was letting go and moving on. So some of you, because of the two groups here, may just want to let go. You may just want to move on. I go into a lot of depth, into a lot of detail. And, where am I getting this information from? All of the readings that I've ever done. I've used some examples from some readings and experiences that I have gone through the eyes of my clients, you guys. And many of us go through the same thing. So I've talked about why some people don't let go, why it's important to let go, and how to even move on, and why it's important to move on. There's two parts to that. Please have a view, and please do like, share, and subscribe to that channel. Also on that channel, you will see I have some videos on past lives and spiritual connections. I have a series, not a series, it's a playlist for relationships and related advice. So relationships that you may have, certain scenarios, and for those scenarios I have different, I guess you can call them the titles, the thumbnails. You'll also see the different text in the thumbnails. So that is for those of you that may wish to have some type of guidance in certain situations. There's different types of videos that may resonate for different people and different scenarios when you're in a connection with someone. So do have a look at that. Now, for those of you that are simply interested in a reading, yes, I do love readings, and I would recommend that you place an order as soon as you can, because the bookings, they fill up fast. So the slots that I have, they do fill up fast. Now, on my website, the link is below, www.asnointia.com. You will see in the rates and packages section that I do have a few that are still available. One of them is a past life connection. I have descriptions for all of my packages. Please do read. And that is for you to understand and to know, that's for you to know what it is, and for you to expect the delivery. What am I going to deliver to you? Because there's sometimes some misunderstanding, so that's why I have that there. The love reading, you will get an audio and a PDF, very detailed. So if some of you do want the love reading, you get both, and I give it to you in a pretty lengthy format, but you get thorough understanding of what this person is feeling, what the concerns are, and also stuff that they're hiding in their heart that they're just not sharing with you. And of course, like this one that I have on my table here, recovery. Some of you have gone through a lot. Hopefully, just a few of you. I have the chakra checkup, and that is a package that I've created to help you get rid of negative energies from your life. And this includes jinns, demons, evil spirits, as creepy as that sounds. It can also help you get rid of black magic, voodoo, witchcraft, hexes, curses, evil eye, anything that is in your home that's haunted, weird, creepy stuff like that, sleep paralysis, shadow people, anything like that, okay? Because personally, I've been there. and I created this over time. It helps people a lot, and it's a very simple method, actually. So this particular package, I do have the ability, by the way, to remotely view the negative energies in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. So I do tell you what you have, how many you have, and I teach you how to get rid of them. Some of you may be feeling a bit off. Now, there are some clients that have told me, and it has happened, that someone that they love has passed away. And what happens is sometimes when that happens, it does create soul trauma. And because of that, there's a little bit of an imbalance in your life. So with that, I do look at your energy, and I'm also able to teach you what it is that you need to do to make yourself a bit healthier. Now, remember, this is metaphysical in nature. This is a pseudoscience, and it can only be felt. It's only experienced when somebody actually does something. Cancer. That is your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys again. Please let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I'll see you all again. Please take care, stay safe, and do like, share, and subscribe. Bye now.